Brought to you locally by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Hafa-day, I'm Matsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Weekend Edition. Thanks for joining us.
On Saturday morning, the Catholic Church, family, friends, and countless members of our island community gathered at the Hagåtña Cathedral to honor and say farewell to Pali Mike Crosimo. The line of mourners stretched beyond the cathedral doors, a quiet testament to a life that touched so many hearts. Pali Mike's passing leaves a profound void in the lives of the faithful and the wider community he served with compassion, humility, and unwavering dedication. Ordained on June 22, 1996, he devoted 29 years to serving God and ministering to the people of Guam. Most recently, he served at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Inalahan, but his ministry reached far beyond parish walls. As vicar of clergy, chair of the Guam Coalition for Domestic Violence and Sexual Abuse, chaplain for the Catholic Daughters, and director of the Archdiocese Ministry for the Homeless Soup Kitchen and Erica's House. We grieve, but we also give thanks for his faith, his service, his gentle presence. Sidso Usma Asi Pali Mike, you will always be remembered.
Well, an oversight hearing at the Guam legislature put the Guam Fire Department under the microscope as Senator Sean Gumatautau pressed for answers on preparedness, accountability, and the long-standing E911 surcharge. The chair of public safety says the review is critical as the legislature moves toward performance-based budgeting ahead of fiscal year 2027 and as questions continue over how E911 funds are being collected and used. Jonigan Charfers has a report.
Under penalty of perjury, do you affirm that any and all information you provide today, whether it be verbally, electronically, and in writing, be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
It was an opportunity for Chair of Public Safety Senator Sean Gumatautau to see where the Guam Fire Department is
in their preparation for the performance-based budgeting process, which our Finance Committee, through Chairman Senator Chris Duenas, has initiated in preparation for fiscal year 2027. Today's discussion will also focus on the E911 fund.
Gumatautau says the fund has been an issue that his office has attempted to address with GFD since February of last year.
This oversight hearing will confirm where the Guam Fire Department is with respect to monthly surcharge collections and the fund's impact on the department's personnel and equipment needs and associated contractual obligations.
When Gumatautau inquired with GFD Chief Darren Burrier what he's been doing to prepare for the performance-based budgeting approach,
we've been setting up our KPIs here, key performance indicators, in order to identify where our needs are, where our funding would be required to be to improve. And so that's the whole presentation here as far as what we presented to you is what we're tracking in order to show where the money's going to and where we're going to need money in our budget in order to meet those targets in our performance.
Gumatautau then moved on to the topic of the E911 surcharge. He indicated that the committee reached out on February 7th and May 12th of 2025. He wanted to know what steps has GFD taken to petition the Public Utilities Commission for changes to the surcharge since the establishment of the E911 surcharge in June of 1999.
It has been delayed for to identify funding to hire a consultant to determine how we're going to be able to best do a surcharge for 911 services.
Gumatautau further pressed if there has been any engagement with the PUC. Deputy Fire Chief Joey Nicholas.
I have in the past 12 months, probably earlier of last year or late 2024, have spoken to Mr. Fred Horecki, the legal for the commission or the utilities, and that's where we got the requirement for to hire a consultant to assess our fees and fines schedule.
Jonigan Charfres, KUAM News.
The legislature's Committee on Rules has adopted the agenda for the January session, advancing 16 bills for deliberation. Key measures include Bill 169 by Senator Therese Terlahi, which would make the Northern and Southern Community Health Centers an autonomous agency to improve oversight, governance, and federal compliance. Also on the agenda is Bill 138 by Vice Speaker Tony Atta, which would bar defendants from using voluntary intoxication as a defense for certain serious crimes, to include homicide. Meanwhile, Senator Tello Taidagui objected to the late addition of 2 Guam Community College Board nominees, citing rules requiring hearings and posted minutes before placement on the agenda. Senator Vincent Borja said the nominations were recently received, hearings are scheduled, and confirmations are needed as GCC prepares to hire a new president following Mary Okada's retirement. The committee overruled the objection and placed the nominations on the agenda. Now session dates will be set off at the call of the Speaker. In national news, the high-pitched tone of little plastic whistles protesters are using to alert others when ICE is conducting a raid are popping up in Minnesota. Here's more on how they're being made.
If you've been in the Twin Cities these past few months, there's a good chance you've heard this. The high-pitched tone of little whistles protesters are using to alert others when ICE is conducting a raid. What many may not know is that the majority of these are not purchased at some corner drugstore. They're made by volunteers using 3D printers.
Started printing them off, 100 at a time, and it's really caught on.
Makers like Caleb Lutterman, who waits patiently for his next batch of whistles to be printed.
I've made anything from, like game controllers to artwork. I'd seen the idea, pop up, when ICE first came to Chicago.
Once made, he delivers them to local shops like Mischief Toy Store in St. Paul. That's where they're given out by the handful for free.
Ever since ICE has been hitting the Twin Cities and Minnesota really hard, we've been giving away upwards of 1,000 a week.
Whistles made not as a toy, rather a tool.
It helps alert neighbors and get a crowd going, which helps document the illegal activity that ICE is doing.
A recent post on X made it clear that ICE is not bothered by the whistles. Caleb is not worried.
I feel like they want me to be intimidated, but, a whistle's not going to do anything to them, just like they can't do much to me.
I think people are feeling helpless, and this is something you can do.
With photojournalist Nick Luneman.
If a whistle can help with that, that's the least I can do.
Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
The Guam Regional Medical City is once again being recognized for meeting some of the highest standards in healthcare. GRMC has earned its 4th Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval for hospital accreditation and has also received recertification from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. The reaccreditation followed a comprehensive hospital-wide survey conducted in October, evaluating patient safety, quality of care, leadership, emergency preparedness, and overall performance. Because GRMC holds, quote, deemed status, the Joint Commission review also determines CMS certification, confirming the hospital continues to meet federal requirements to care for Medicare and Medicaid patients. GRMC leadership says the recognition reflects the dedication and professionalism of its staff, noting surveyors praise the team's commitment across patient care, facilities, and emergency management. For patients and families on Guam, the hospital says the achievement reinforces confidence that care provided locally meets the same standards as leading hospitals across the United States while keeping that care close to home. In other news, the Guam Department of Education is highlighting progress at BP Carbolito Elementary School after the campus posted improved public health inspection results. The school passed its November 2025 inspection with a score of 15, earning a B, an improvement from its previous 28 or C rating. GDOE says the improvement reflects continued efforts by school administrators, staff, and the Facilities and Maintenance Division to address earlier findings and strengthen health and safety practices on campus. Principal Lisa Cooper-Nurse credited students, teachers, staff, and maintenance teams for the upgrade, saying the improvement would not have been possible without their collective efforts. Now, GDOE says it remains committed to regular inspections, ongoing maintenance, and collaboration with public health partners to ensure schools remain safe, clean learning environments as preparations continue for the next inspection cycle. In other news, the Guam Department of Agriculture, in partnership with GAIN Spay Neuter Island Pets, is well underway with its 9th Community Spay and Neuter event, continuing efforts to reduce pet overpopulation and improve animal welfare across the island. And they recently got some much-needed assistance from GTA. Jonigan Charfres has the story.
From now until January 22nd, pet owners can get their animals spayed or neutered at the Sinahanya Mayor's office. Stephanie DeForge is from GAIN.
We understand how difficult it is for members of our community here on island to make that long trek all the way up north. So we make a pointed effort to try to quarterly come down south as often as we can.
And not only can you bring your pet, but you can also help.
Running a clinic of this size is really difficult. We need volunteers. We're really fortunate today to have members of GTA here from their corporate team helping our clinic out. They're here helping us with recovery. They're helping keep an extra eye on animals. They're helping us over in surgery. It's really a wonderful way to give back to the community.
Michelle Catahay is GTA's Director of Community Relations.
We're really happy to be able to give that to GAIN, which has been a big supporter. We've been a big supporter of theirs for many years, providing full service telecom services to the organization. And so we just keep on doing this through ways of just providing volunteers. And we're happy to be here today.
DeForge says that pet owners can avail of the SNAP EBT program.
So if you are a recipient of SNAP or EBT benefits, at check-in you can show your SNAP or EBT card and the surgery cost is waived.
She says that this was made possible by the generous sponsors to help low-income families. She also wanted to take this time to share about another program they launched this year called Snip and Tip.
That is where we are sterilizing community strays for free. If you have strays on your street that are friendly, that you feed regularly, you are welcome to bring them into the clinic and we'll sterilize them. We've heard back from a lot of members from the community that they're really frustrated how there's constantly this influx of strays on their street, that the strays there just keep giving birth to more puppies and kittens. Well, we have a solution for that.
If they are already friendly enough to handle, DeForge encourages you to bring them in, and the staff will sterilize the furry animal.
It is by donations. We would like this program to keep going as long as possible. So if you are able to donate to keep the program going, please do.
She hopes people take advantage of the program.
And help this beautiful island grow and get into that new era where we aren't facing this overpopulation crisis.
The clinic ends on January 22nd. If you wish to sign up your pets for surgery, head on over to www.snipclinicguam.com/appointments. And if you want to volunteer your time to help out at the event, sign up at snipclinicguam.com/volunteer. Jonagan Charfres, KUAM News.
Stick around, we have more coming up on Weekend Edition. You're watching KUAM.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
It's a new year, Guam, so let's start the reset at Kmart. Make your move and start strong. Gear up with fitness equipment and fresh workout apparel. Fuel with wellness essentials, sugar-free options, protein, vitamins, and more. Organize and clear the clutter with easy storage solutions and cleaning essentials. And refresh your living space with new furniture and decor for your home. New year, new me. Your reset starts at Kmart Guam.
Hey, it's our friend Anthony Reed. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in a moment, the show will begin. This is an interactive and fun show.
Yes, everybody, welcome to Encore Theater here on Tumon Bay at the Crown Plaza Hotel. I have Anthony Reed right here.
Actually, Professor Klutz today.
There you go, in character and always Mr. Entertainment, Mr. Saturday Night. And Tony, this has been an amazing evolution of the magic show, the illusion show that you've been bringing to the people of Guam for, and Saipan for nearly 30 years and everything like that, but you've evolved it and everything.
Well, you know, I realized that my passion for science got me into magic. So I was really wanting to, if I wasn't going to be a magician, I was going to be a scientist.
Really?
And magic and science cross quite a bit.
Yeah, I was like, you definitely are giving off like a whole chemist.
Yeah,
vibe here.
so crazy scientist. We mix magic and science together in this show for kids, so it became an educational show. So it's kind of a STEM, science, magic meets the crosshairs.
All right. Once again, learning can be fun, everybody.
And that's it. You know, like no teacher can have this much energy all day. But I'm like the crazy fun guy for an hour. So I'm the strong cup of coffee for the teachers. When they bring the kids in, we have a lot of fun. The kids learn something, they're entertained. They don't know if they're seeing magic or science. Sometimes science looks like magic and magic looks like science.
There you go.
So that's what I do here. We do everything from optical illusions, Bernoulli's principle. We throw some static electricity in there, and they can't tell where the lines cross, so that they are engaged, and now they want to learn. And now they want to go back and they want to talk to their science teacher. Well, let's do this, let's do that. And to me, that's the name of the game. I'm not a teacher, I'm a magician, but I love science. And so that's where I think we have succeeded in a show that entertains all walks of life. Honestly, we've had kindergartens to high school, and I thought, oh, the high school.
I was just about to say what level and how do they respond?
That's what surprised me. We have high school kids coming in, and I thought they're going to be bored, or they're too cool for this. And actually, they're the best audience. The kids, the young ones, we have a kindergartners coming today, so we have to kind of bring it down a notch. Don't get so technical, make it more fun. But they're the best crowds because they scream. And the high school students come to me and they all want a picture, they want to learn more. They didn't know about these subjects before, which really blows me away. It's been such a fun ride, and this show has evolved because I wanted to do magic shows at the schools, and they said, well, magic's not educational. And I went, how do I make it educational?
Once again, science, disproving theories. There you go. And in that regard, already a smashing success. But I mean, the Encore Theater here, Tony, is such an amazing venue to have this in, because I mean, it's got the big theater feel, and yet it's small, it's intimate, like no one is too far back from you doing your thing on stage.
We like to think that every seat's a good seat in this theater. There's no pillars in the way. You seem pretty close. And you just got a cup holder, a drink, and a show. You're right there in the front row.
Now, this is also an interesting year because you are also celebrating at least 25 years of doing magic with another really good friend of our program, Hank Rice. Shout out to Hank and everything. Really, really good guy.
Hank Rice and I have worked together for close to 30 years. We did the math and we thought it was 25, but it's closer to 30 years. All the way back from
math is part of STEM.
Yeah, and we make a great team. He knows the local crowd, he knows the Asian crowd, he speaks Japanese.
He does.
And so they get his humor on this island more than anybody else. And for me, I'm visual, so I don't have to speak too much. And so he's the comedian that just slaughters it for 15 minutes in the show. He breaks up the show, gets them laughing, and I come back on and get a little more serious. But it's a great duo, and we've been a fantastic partnership for close to 30 years. I think it's 30 years.
All right. So now, when crafting this show, I've known you long enough and I've seen your show to know that, just like, I mean, I'm in show business in a completely different context and everything like that, but, the worst enemy you can have is apathy, like about your show. So how do you actually take people and the audience here on a journey, and how do you manage, like their emotions and everything, and really keep them engaged for the duration of the show? It's the hardest thing in the world to do.
I think I love what I do, and they feel it. That's how easy it is. They see
the script writes itself.
I'm
All you gotta be
having
is
fun.
yourself.
They're having fun. When I get emotional or I get serious about something, you can see them lean in their seats and they're engaged. You've been to a movie where the movie's so fantastic you forget you're in a movie, right? And then someone sneezes, you're like, oh, we're in a theater, right? Because you're just so engaged. Those kind of feelings, I think, are so important because that person now has such a good time, they want to bring their friends and watch them enjoy it for the first time what they saw.
I was just and everything like that. You're hitting people with an amazing experience first time. How do you get people coming back? Because you've been able to be part of the business community for a really long time.
I don't honestly know. We've had people come to the show more than 45 times.
Wow.
Again and again.
Again, because in my line of work, like doing video, rewatch value is of immense value.
I just don't. I mean, I haven't watched Star Wars that many times. You know what I mean? Like, how do people come back that many times?
You sure he's a science guy?
Yeah, it's a huge compliment to me that they come back over and over and over again and then bring their families. I've had kids that I brought on stage that were like 5 years old, and now they're like 27-year-old cops. You know, what? You know, like you're a cop and I brought you on stage and you were 5 years old. Like, I've been doing this so long, I can't even believe it myself.
And that's proof positive that you are making an impact in the very best way possible.
Thank you.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. History continues to be made on the mat as this past high school wrestling season saw the unprecedented 10th straight island-wide championship by the Father Duenas Friars and the 5th consecutive title won by the Royals of Notre Dame. Their dominance is a testament to the greatness of the programs in place at the two schools, the commitment to excellence by their athletes, and the unrelenting vision and drive of the coaches leading the way. The wins are even more meaningful this year given the talent at all schools island-wide. The sport's exploding in positive ways, but it still always comes down to discipline, preparation, and who wants it more.
I think we just want everyone to have a good time and to just push and keep the mindset of like just remembering the history of how many championships we've won, and to just keep it together and to make the most of when your season comes.
It felt good just because knowing that just when the senior league, we're still going to be good on wrestling. Because, like, the senior has good class, but, like, we have a lot of people as well. So when they graduate, I feel like wrestling for FD will still be good.
You know, just trying to live a part to their, like, legacy that they started, you know, being able to be a part of that legacy, it's great. Growing up in the sport really just finally leaving and seeing what I can give back.
The whole thing about character and developing the whole person instead of just the athlete is, it's never been something separate from the goal of, you know, success or a championship. Because back when we were in high school, our coach Strive, that he really pushed the idea that, you know, we're not here to build champions. We're here to build great men, and then you know, now that we have the girls in the program too, great people overall, right? So we're trying to develop the whole character, not just the athlete. And if you push them to develop that character, then you know the wins are going to come along the way. So it's just the wins are a byproduct of just pushing people to be the best that they can be.
There is a real sisterhood between all of you.
Yes, there is. I think we all really get along, and that's what makes us such a good team, is that we really do care for each other, and we really are friends, and we all get along like really well.
Okay, but at the same time, as athletes, you guys really have to push each other and you have to hold each other accountable. So how hard do you guys go in practice?
Hard. We go pretty hard, and I think that's the thing of all of us being friends and getting along, is that we know when us as captains are really dogging on them, they know it's not personal, and we're just all trying to push together as a team.
What I saw was that everyone during practice and even on the mat was giving it their all. And with the variety of talents that everyone has, we can all like develop from each and every one of them.
Felt good to win, just to know that my hard work that just came to use. What about you?
It felt good that all my training worked out in the end, and winning gold felt really good.
I think it's the main thing is all of us showing up together, the whole team being here. That's what really helps. That's what helps me a lot. It's hard to like focus and do well when it's just like maybe 2 or 3 guys in the room.
Obviously, before the sport, we didn't know these new girls that are coming out, so it was kind of like we had to fill it out, and which girls are like okay, like are like they can push as hard as us, and they could keep up with us and they could push as hard as us, and it just shows like, oh, they want the championship as much as us.
That's one of the main things that I preach, is that it's not just wrestling that we teach life. We teach the highs and lows, the wins and losses, how to take them, how to help keep our head high even when we lose, but also how to be humble when we win. You know, we have to have that mindset, because if we stray away from that, it tends to taint what we've done and what we've achieved. We really try to develop them as people, not just as wrestlers, because we want to make good, contributing citizens to society.
And I was really just pushing everyone to do their best and just help them overall.
The lightweights, they push each other like really hard. Like when we're supposed to be going light, like they just push us really hard. Like we go like hard.
Before every match, we all pray we come together. We all pray, hoping to, you know, dominate. Yeah.
Oh, it seems like God answered your prayers in that regard, right?
I love the competition, you know, really test myself to get on that podium. It's just, I really had to trust myself, my coaches, listen to everything they told me.
Honestly, I think our biggest challenge in wrestling in general is just like our mindset, because whenever we condition or just go live, we always think that we can't push harder or longer, but it's when you see that your teammate is pushing just the same, you feel like you're not alone. Like that's what we always say together, like blood, sweat, and tears, the sisters, like we all go through the same things.
Do you actually handle this like season in a vacuum, and how do you like not let that pressure get to the athletes about like, you know, trying to strive for number 10?
I think that's the most important thing, to not necessarily keep the season in a vacuum, but treat the experience of the sport and, you know, what the kids are going to go through within that wrestling season, as it doesn't just boil down to whether or not we get a trophy or whether or not we get a championship, because whether or not you get that trophy, it doesn't disqualify all the hard work that you did going up into then. And, you know, but then again, I can't say that I haven't been influenced by the idea of 10 championships. It's definitely colored my mindset going into All Island, kind of the anxiety that's kind of in the back of my head. But at the same time, too, it's just a matter of getting the job done.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
It's a new year, Guam, so let's start with the reset at Kmart. Make your move and start strong. Gear up with fitness equipment and fresh workout apparel. Fuel with wellness essentials, sugar-free options, protein, vitamins, and more. Organize and clear the clutter with easy storage solutions and cleaning essentials. And refresh your living space with new furniture and decor for your home. New year, new me. Your reset starts at Kmart Guam.
And now here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout out submitted to us on KUAM.com.
Okay, everybody, weekend birthday love going out to Maya Augustine. Happy 13th birthday to you, Maya. We love you so very much. Say Mom, Dad, Tony, Grandma, Grandpa, Auntie Alyssa, and Auntie Alana. Maya, we hope you have an absolutely beautiful, beautiful birthday. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
That's going to do it for us here on a weekend edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. For now, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. Have a safe weekend.
It's the One Micronesia Show, brought to you by Bank of Hawaii. Reach your possible.
Ali, Mogitin, Hafide Zan Tiro, Rananim Castellari Lengmo and Yakwe. Happy New Year and welcome back to another episode of the One Micronesia Show. Now, before we get to the big show, I'd like to give a huge shout out to my new sponsors, Bank of Hawaii. Thank you so much. Mahalo, Sejuas Maasi, and Kamugal. So here we go. We kick things off with Pohnpeian doctor and now author, Dr. Joseph. Check it out. Our first guest is Dr. Jalkin Joseph, a medical doctor whose path to medicine began in Pohnpei, continued